Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good afternoon from Foreman as we get to our 4-5 matchup featuring the Maple River Raiders and the 5 seed of the Sargent County Bulldogs. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Maple River and Sargent County, the winner will play Weimar Lidgerwood, while the loser will have a date with Barnes County North tomorrow here at 3 o'clock. This is our pregame show, again brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll dive into the matchup and what happened the first time here between the Bulldogs and the Raiders. That and more ahead of our starting lineups and the opening serve. Here today in Foreman, I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252. As we take a look at the matchup here between both Maple River and the Sargent County Bulldogs. The first time here they played this season back on September the 23rd in Tower City. Maple River winners in 4 over Sargent County, 3-1. And with that head-to-head win, as they finished both 4-4 in District 1 play, allowed Maple River to be the 1 seed, Sargent County the 5. Realistically, doesn't really matter much outside of when eventually you got to the end of the season. All that mattered is who's wearing darks and who's wearing whites. Here is the 4 or 5 seed here in the District 1 tournament. Maple River, 11 wins and 17 losses on the season. First-year head coach is Madison Spear here for Maddie and the Maple River Raiders, 4-4 again in the districts. The Raiders 5-3 in their last 8 matches. They swept Tri-State and BCN, but they lost to Edgeley Cullomont-Pillier on senior night in 4 back on October the 21st. Well, for the Bulldogs of Sargent County, 14-15-1 on the year, 4-4 in District 1 play. Head coach is Jenna Anderson, gone from a season ago, the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year in Emma Bixby. She did a little bit of everything last season for the Bulldogs. But this year for Sargent County, 5-3 in their last 8 matches with wins over Oaks and Tri-State, losing to EKM on October the 23rd here in Foreman, kind of as a preview of what the District 1 tournament would feel like here to get some of the on-site and tournament managers ready for 4 matches here today, tomorrow, and 3 matches on Monday as well. Winner of this one plays Weimar-Lidgerwood tomorrow night in the semifinals. Loser plays the Bison. That'll be upcoming at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in an elimination contest. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll dive into some other scores from across the state of North Dakota here for district volleyball play in Division B on yourlivevent.com.
Welcome to the city of Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity. Here, you don't just find a house, you find a quality of life. Safe neighborhoods, affordable living, and a community that treats your family like their own. Build your dream home with lots starting at an attractive price and enjoy homeowner incentives and grant funds to help make it yours. Come live, work, and thrive in Hillsboro, where you don't just live, you belong.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Right on cue, pregame brought to you in part by Irie Insurance here on yourliveevent.com. District 2 again with matches later today. Linton HMB, Napoleon Gackel Streeter in the first match. Memorial Litchfield Marion and Ellendale in the second. Medina Pinger Buchanan and South Border in the third quarterfinal. Then Edgeley Cullomont-Pillier and Kidder County in the fourth quarterfinal. That again is the District 2 tournament. So the winner of this gets ready for Weimar-Lidgerwood. Maple River 0-2 against the Warbirds this season. They did take one set against them as they played in the Lisbon-Enderlin invite, being swept but losing in 4 at Weimar-Lidgerwood on September the 25th. Well, for Sargent County, they defeated the Warbirds in a non-region matchup, and then they lost 3-2 on October the 2nd. So 3-1 and 3-2 for the Sargent County Bulldogs here this season, 1-1 against the Warbirds and a rival of Weimar-Lidgerwood as well. Well, on the opposite side, both the Bulldogs and Maple River have swept by Barnes County North in that matchup that'll be tomorrow at 3 o'clock for one of these two teams. The road from Foreman leads to Jamestown with the Region 1 tournament, the 1B tournament on Monday, November the 10th. We'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. And then we'll also have the state qualifiers in Jamestown. You'll have the A qualifiers first, followed by the B on November the 15th in Jamestown. So the A will be at 1 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the B will be at 5 and 7 o'clock later on in the afternoon as well. And it's not just all athletics, it's also academics here. The all academic district members from some of these teams in Lilly, in Gaydon here. You had Allison Yago from Sargent County, Mallory Bogart with Miss Cadoon, Will Precht, Whitney Berg, and Dakota Stroh here for Sargent County. Well, for the Maple River Raiders on that academic all-district team members, Sophia Santrum with Juliason Jocelyn, that is, Shelby Overland with Abigail Kaloran, Aaliyah Hannig with Scarlett Santrum, Miss Bisette Ketterer, Irie, and Richmond here for the Maple River Raiders, again on the all-academic district team. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. For more, go to IrieINS.com. That again is IrieINS.com. And we'll return after this, starting lineups and the opening serve. It's the Raiders and the Bulldogs for the District 1 Volleyball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at PurpleWave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
High school volleyball here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Nice crowd filing in here in Foreman at the Sargent Central High School, where you have the Warbird fans kind of waiting to see, and same for the Bison fans, on what their matchups will be like tomorrow. And then from there, we'll get to the evening portion of the bracket as well. The visiting team, the number 5 seed in Sargent County, head coach is Jenna Anderson. They will be out in their dark blue uniforms here tonight. While for the Maple River Raiders, they'll be in their home whites here for the number 4 seed and the Hope team on the scoreboard as we get you ready for our starting lineups here today in this one. Again, second time these two teams have met this season, as the Maple River winners in 4 back on September the 23rd in Tower City. As we take a look at our starting lineups here this evening for the Bulldogs, as they will go like this here on the way for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Dakota Stroh, a junior at 5'5". Also from there, you have Dang, another junior at 6'3". You have also Mallory Bogart here, a sophomore setter at 5'6". From there you have Carly Canoe, number 22, a senior at 5'10". Lucy Marr, a sophomore middle hitter at 5'9". And from there you have Whitney Marr, a senior, sisters at 5'6". And then from there, Charlie Wilprecht, the libero, at 5'2" for the Sargent County Bulldogs. So again, Marr with Stroh. You also have Wilprecht with Cadoon, Marr, Dang here, and Bogart. As we turn our attention now to the Maple River Raiders, head coach is Madison Spear. They'll go like this. Lila Richmond, the senior defensive specialist. Scarlett Satcham, a junior outside hitter, with Hallie Bisset, a senior center. Bisset again, a senior. From there, Sophia Satcham. Satcham, a freshman outside hitter. You got Abigail Kaloran, a sophomore defensive specialist. Claire Irie, a senior at 5'9". And then Aaliyah Hannig, a junior middle hitter for the Raiders. Again, Richmond, Satcham, Bisset, Satcham, Kaloran, Irie, and Hannig. Coaches again, Maddie Spear for the Raiders and Jenna Anderson here for the Bulldogs. We're back with our opening serve next here in Foreman.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
As the Bulldogs and the Raiders getting ready here, that does it for our pregame show today in Foreman. Brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service at Irie Insurance. Go to Irie INS. That again is IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. As they take a look and make sure the situation and the rosters are ready to go. As the Warbirds looked awfully efficient as the number 1 seed heading into this district tournament with their sweep over Barnes County North. The reminder is still to come. A couple of football games. Got a good section, a 9-man football game at the Fargodome. Another one coming up here with Fosston and Ferto Beltrami. And then the nightcap at 7 o'clock later tonight, Mahnomen-Waubun against Red Lake County in the Section 8A Volleyball Championship. As the serve will be here for the Bulldogs, as they're making sure on who gets the serve. And it will be for Sargent County, as we'll start this thing off here for the Bulldogs. So Dakota Stroh will do the honors for the junior at 5'5", opening serve at 4:27, and our second District 1 quarterfinal underway. Tip by Hannig, out just down the line. Point here towards the Bulldogs. So Sargent County takes the opening point on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Service on the way here for Dakota Stroh, back left corner, as B-set will set it up to Richmond. This one dug out in the back, set to the outside. Cadoon going cross court, nice dig on the way. This one near side, Richmond with the push down the line. Bulldogs will play it now here at Bogart. To the middle is Dang, and Dang eventually gets the kill. So a 2-0 start here for Sargent County, as they were able to finish the regular season for a home matchup against Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier last week on Thursday, a week ago today. B-set into the back. Satcham will come with a back row attack and earns the kill here for Sophia. On the opposite side, Maple River also finished their regular season against Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier, losing to the Rebels in 4 back on October the 21st. And there's our first ace here of the match. As we'll see this on the way for the setter in B-set. As Hallie B-set, the senior, ties this one up at 2 apiece. Service into the middle, going to be dug out there by Whitney Maher. As we'll go for a nice swing there by Cadoon, but a better dig in the back from the Raiders. Dump opportunity, and we'll see a lift on the way cold here for Mallory Bogart. So 2 straight points of the Bulldogs matched with 3 straight points for Maple River, as the Raiders will serve with their first lead of the match. B-set will continue into the back. Here goes Bogart, set, Dang into the middle, back left corner for the kill. Nice combination with two really good hitters there with Dang and alongside Kadoon. What do you try to do defensively as we're tied for our second time here this afternoon? Service on the way for Wilprecht. Charlie, the senior libero, goes to the opposite libero here. As this with the right-handed swing by Satcham. Kadoon is there. Carly gonna get up, right-handed swing, out of play. Trying that line-to-line shot. It's now 4-3. Raiders out in front. So far, Abigail Kaloran, the sophomore, been kept busy in the back row here for the Raiders. Service for Richmond. That one will come into the middle. Dug there from Wagner. Then a big swing here by Kadoon. As Kadoon's going to earn the kill. We're tied at 4 apiece. And you would probably expect in a 4-5 matchup. And be tight throughout here in this one. Service all the way for Mallory Bogart. That'll go to Kaloran. B set near side. Satcham, right-handed swing and kill. 5th point for number 5 here for Sophia Satcham for the Raiders. That'll be her second kill of the contest. It's now 5-4. A couple of substitutions as the Raiders will come onto the service line here with Claire as the senior in Holland on to serve. As Claire will see this to the back right corner. There's going to be Mallory Bogart. Back set Kadoon. Cross court. Keeping this one alive as B set with a nice dig. Into the middle goes Claire Irie over on that one. Bulldogs will handle it now to the outside. Up and over. Satcham to B set near side. There's a right-handed swing by Sophie. And now you're going to see a free ball over on the third from B set. Tightly. Middle, right-handed on top of the double. Great spawn attempt by Richmond. Satcham with the push in the back left corner. There's Wilprecht. Bulldogs will set Kadoon with the push as she readjusts and gets the point. Nicely done by Kadoon. Here it's tied at 5 apiece. Substitution as Bisek gonna go grab that volleyball with Kaloran and roll it down here on the way to Kadoon as she will make her way to the service line. For Sargent County here, you'll have Lucy Marr in the front now, alongside with her with Yago as well. B set, here comes Satcham, little, excuse me, hard power tip, but it'll be a net violation. And we'll see this here on the way. And the point towards Sargent County as it's now 6-5. Bulldogs last lead 2-1 early here in the first set. As Kadoon throws that in the air, hits it down to the right-handed side. Satcham with the dig. B-Set going to play it. Satcham at a tough angle, but she got it to go. As this one is pushed over on the third B-Set. This one going to be bumped. Satcham at the attack line to the back. Kadoon is there. As it'll go to Bogart. Into the middle, right-handed swing. Nice little dig on the way. And now back row attack by Kaloran to the back. As this will go to Kadoon. In the middle, tight, pushed across as this one will be pushed by Lucy Marr. Back set, right-handed swing. Nice up on the way from Mallory Bogart. Free ball over here for Kadoon. Longest point so far on this volley. Satcham trying to finish it off here, and she does. Satcham with her third kill. Tied at 6. Well, which team's going to go on that little 5-0, 6-0 run here and separate? Could quite easily take this particular opening set that has been tight throughout from the jump early on here in set number 1. Service here on the way for Scarlett Satcham, and she gets the ace. So we got one by Hallie B-Set, one here by Scarlett Satcham. So far early on, you might be saying what can be a difference in a contest like this, and the service line could be one of those areas with 2 aces so far here for the Raiders. Kadoon from the back. This one will be out of play as they open up the stage here in Foreman as well to allow the student section from the Raiders to sit upon. Not too far away from the student section from the Maple River contingent here this afternoon. Outside left-handed swing, Richmond, nice dig, set. Here goes Satcham from the outside in the back, and will make its way towards Kadoon. Kadoon back row attack into the net. And here's that little run that we talked about, who would start it off. And for the Maple River Raiders now, they have scored the last 4 points to take a 3-point lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Service for the Raiders into the back. Wilprecht will see it here. Bulldogs back set, right-handed swing. There's a block on the way. As Sophia Satcham earns the block. It's now 10-6. Service here for the Raiders will continue now with Scarlett Satcham. Satcham into the middle. This one off Kadoon and the ace. Scarlett gets her second, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. Right on cue, who's going to get the run? It's Maple River. 6 straight on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgroPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. It's 11-6 in favor of the Maple River Raiders. The 4 seed going up against the 5 seed here for Sargent County. Last season, Maple River 24-10 overall. 4th place finish in the Region 1 tournament, losing to Weimar Lidgerwood for 3rd. Well, last year for the Bulldogs, a good season as well with 20 wins, 20-14, losing to Central Cass in a thrilling 5-setter in Kindred in the Region 1 quarterfinals last season. Bogart tip opportunity. Mallory Bogart able to earn the dump kill. It's now 11-7. As service on the way here for Sargent County will be with Lucy Marr, the sophomore. Marr into the back. First service here of the contest will go to the Bulldogs. It's 12-7. Service will be here for Satcham. A freshman and the elder Satcham, the junior here this season with Scarlett. Sophia with a little knuckler across the net to Kadoon. This one is tight, pushed back right corner. Satcham, Kaloran, and then they just kind of run into each other, as we'll make it now 12-8. Since it was a last tie at 6 apiece, the Raiders again out in front. Service here on the way for Whitney. Marr will see this one into the front. Richmond. This one will be set here for the Raiders with Overland. They get that one across, but a better dig and up by Mallory Bogart just across the net then. Tight. And this will be a point here towards Sargent County. Now going to be 12-9. Service will continue here with Whitney. As Whitney into the middle, Kaloran with the good pass as that one goes to Overland. Right-handed swing across the net from Irie, and then just a miscommunication there on the Bulldogs. And who is going to go play that next pass as it's going to be 13-9 Maple River. Service on the way for the libero and Kaloran, a sophomore. We'll see this one with the service there. First one for the Raiders at 13-10. That's not what that does. It puts both Dang and Kadoon up front, and that's where they got a good chunk of their offense earlier here in the set. Service on the way, back right corner. Richmond will play this one. Overland with the set. Here goes Hennig, back left corner. Bulldogs will play it, and they'll have a chance for Kadoon. Right-handed swing with Richmond, but they're going to say there was a lift on the way for Lila. That's now 13-11. Bulldogs chipping away at the deficit. Service here for Dakota Stroh. Overland outside. This one able to get across the net by Lark. Kadoon pushing it across near side. Richmond is there. Into the back. Satcham with the attack. Wilprecht. As this will go to Bogart. Set outside. Kadoon right-handed swing. Nice dig by Kaloran. Bumped. Richmond free ball over on the third. Where do the Bulldogs go? Mallory Bogart will go tight. Trying to punch that one was Kadoon, but she would want into the net regardless. It's now 14-11. As we get the substitution coming on and playing the back row, here will be Caitlin Wengler, the junior at 5'4", while B-Set returns here for the Raiders, and alongside with her and Scarlett Satcham playing the front. Hallie into the middle as the Bulldogs will utilize it to Kadoon to put the ball down. That's now 14-12. That had some mustard on it. Service as Dang will check out. Coming in will be Lucy Marr. Service on the way for Wilprecht. Wilprecht, net violation. Service error, unable to get it across the net, that is. As Maple River largest lead at 12-7 here in the first set. Bulldogs chipping away, but can't get it back to a tie. This will be in the middle, right-handed swing over the double and down for the points. Lucy Marr earns the kill. 4 different Bulldogs with a kill here in this match so far. Quick substitution for Sargent County as Yago will play the front with the aforementioned Marr and Kadoon. Service here for the Bulldogs. Satcham to B set. Sophia going cross court and earns that kill. She's got 4 to lead the floor. Substitution as Hanig will check out. Coming in here for the Raiders will be Claire Holland. Kaloran will also check out of the game here for Maple River. As Claire with the serve. This one will be to Wilprecht. Bumped by Bogart. Free ball across on the third by Yago. B set. Back set. Scarlett Satcham. Nice dig. Sophia Satcham plays it. Now Satcham, right-handed swing down for the point. Good hustle on the way for the freshman. She's got her 5th kill. It's now 17-13. 2 timeouts remaining for the Raiders, while for Sargent County, they have 1 remaining here in this first set. Service on the way for Claire. Holland to the back right corner. Bulldogs with the bump, and eventually over on the third. Where will the Raiders go? B set. Into the middle, right-handed swing, in for the kill. It'll be Claire Irie with the kill, and a timeout on the way for Coach Jenna Anderson. We'll break as well. The Raiders lead it by 5, getting late here in set number 1.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school volleyball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the quarterfinal round of the District 1 volleyball tournament here today in Foreman. We'll have 4 matches for you tomorrow, 3 on Monday as well, as we turn the calendar over tomorrow from October to November. Also, set your clocks back an hour as you get an extra hour of sleep on Saturday to Sunday. Be a little brighter in the morning, but the negative part's going to be a little darker early in the afternoon. Service with Holland, back right corner. Kadoon will play this one, as we'll see it over by Yago on the third. Maple River near side. Satcham getting up and putting it down. That'll be her 6th kill of the contest. Sulphur short with her 6th kill to lead the floor right now here for Maple River, as that one goes into the concessions area here in Foreman. As the Raiders will earn a serve here from Holland. That will be into the net. Both teams with 2 service errors here in set number 1. As coming in for Sargent County will be Nogowski, the junior, as McKenzie will be playing the front. Kaloran with Satcham and Richmond in the back here for the Raiders. Served by Kadoon just off the ribbon, and she gets the ace. Kadoon just throws it up there as if you're trying to hit a home run out of the park a little bit. If you're playing T-ball back in the backyard, you throw it up and then you're trying to hit the home run. Kadoon hits the home run and gets back-to-back aces. A little bit different than the running jump serve that sometimes you might see, but has the same effect, a little heat on it. Kadoon to Satcham, B set. Here goes Kaloran, back row attack to Wilprecht. Able to see it to Bogart. Middle, right-handed swing for the kill. Lucy Moore gets her 2nd. Bulldogs back within 2. Trot at 19-13. It's 4 consecutive points here for Sargent County. Back left corner, Kaloran to B set. Scarlett Satcham just missing the back line. 19-18, and Coach Spear wants a timeout. It's a 5-0 run for Sargent County. They're back within 1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Sargent County with 4 really good serves by Cadoon, a couple of aces, but also kind of got Maple River a little bit out of sorts here. It starts with the back row as Cadoon hits at 100 miles an hour. This one goes a little softball changeup. Richmond right to the net, though, as this will go back to the Raiders side. B set. Here comes Scarlett Satcham. There's a block. Kaloran plays it with B set, pushed over by Kaloran. Cadoon to Bogart into the middle. Here's a swing by Lucy Marr. Now it goes to B set near side. Satcham with the tip, covered by Sargent County. Wilprecht to the outside. The left-hand attempt up over. B set is there. Richmond will play it. Now comes Satcham from the attack line in for the kill. 7 now in the first set here for Soph, 20-18. A match that started back at 4:27 this afternoon, getting to that 20-minute mark here the first. Service for Maple River. Bogart to Cadoon. As this one with Nagowski gets the kill on the side out. McKenzie with her first on the contest. So 20-19 service here for the Bulldogs with Lucy. Marr with the serve into the back. There is Kaloran. Satcham to Kaloran. Back row attack, and Dang is there to put the ball down via the block. Tied at 20. Our first tie since it was 6-all. And our 6th of the first. Back set. Here goes Satcham through the double and down for the points. Sophia Satcham now with 8 kills, as we'll see a substitution into the contest for Maple River comes Overland. Maple River trying to fend off the Bulldogs here. Let's see if they take the first, while Sargent County looking for a comeback and take the first set here in this quarterfinal. Free ball over on the way for Bogart. Overland, middle. This one tipped for the good spot here for the Raiders with Irie. She'll get her second kill. It's 22-20. Raiders now with just a little breathing room as Satcham back to the service line. Sophia to the back to Wilprecht, and that's going to be an ace. So I got 3 different Raiders with an ace. They have 4 total. That has been the difference to Sargent County's 2 right now when you take a look at the scoreboard. Service for Satcham continues. Cadoon to Bogart, back set. Nagowski, back left corner, Kaloran. Overland sets up Satcham, and that misses. And a side out here for Sargent County. And it's coming onto the service line here will be Whitney. And is Marr to the service line for the Bulldogs, looking to see if she can get 2-3 good ones in consecutive order here on the way for the 5'6" senior. So 23-21 here is, they'll handle it now as they'll talk it over in the middle. Again, the loser of this match will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against Barnes County North. Well, the winner of this match will play from there roughly at around 6:30 tomorrow. Be a rolling schedule. Just had a high school student just hanging over on the stage, making sure the legs were put up. And we're back to business here. Satcham to Overland. This one set near side. Richmond right-handed swing for the kill. Oh, that could be your point of the match right there. Dang went up with the block, but Richmond able to work a little bit more down the line. And Lila, opportune time for her first kill as it's now a set points. And this one will just roll out of play by Kaloran. It's 24-22, so it gives Sargent County a chance here with a serve to try to get something going with who started off the match with Dakota Stroh. So Stroh needs at least 2 good ones to keep this one going in the first. Richmond to Overland. Hannig, push across. Here goes Cadoon on the second. Get up and put it down. Cadoon with the kill, her 4th. And Coach Spear wants to take a timeout, her final one here of the first. 24-23, Bulldogs down by 1 with the serve when we return.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a Bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a Bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
High school volleyball here today on yourliveevent.com, 24-23, and what's been a fun first set here between these two teams. Number of timeouts remaining for both Maple River, and the same for the Sargent County perspective as the Bulldogs are trying to push this one to a little extra volleyball here in the first, while on the opposite side, Maple River looking to see if they can put this one out of reach and take the point here before we get to play a little extra volleyball. Stroh with the serve. It's still a set point for Maple River. Back right corner, Richmond. Overland set. Here comes Hennig in the middle, back right corner. Bulldogs will go Bogart outside Cadoon with the push. Kaloran, Overland, and this one will be a double or a lift. It's going to be a lift, and we're tied at 24. 3 consecutive points here for the Bulldogs to tie the serve. Stroh back right to Richmond. Kaloran, Richmond with the push to the back right corner. Wilprecht is ready for it now. It's Canoe with the tip covered by Overland. Kaloran with the set. Here goes Satcham back left corner. Bogart set. Here comes Dang. Puts it up and puts it down. Her third kill, and the Bulldogs indeed on a run. It's Sargent County's first lead since it was 6-5 Bulldogs, and now it's the Bulldogs with a set point. And that's going to be an ace to finish it off here by Dakota Stroh. What a way to finish off set number 1 with the ace here by Stroh, and the Bulldogs trailing 24-21 flip the script as they take this first set 26-24. Our set recap is coming up around the corner.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Hankinson is a very progressive small town that's actually, I would say, growing or thriving rather than dying.
If you have a family, this is a top-notch school system.
Hankinson's a small enough town that you feel secure.
We're able to be self-sustaining by having all of these awesome amenities.
And although Hankinson may be a small town, it has lots of things to keep you entertained or to start a new career.
Find home in Hankinson, North Dakota.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, a 5-0 run to finish off the set here for the Sargent County Bulldogs with that Dakota Stroh ace, 26-24. The Bulldogs led by the 4 kills of Carly Cadoon, while for Maple River led by the 8 kills of Sophia Satcham. Maple River with 4 aces to 3 service errors, 3 aces to 2 service errors for Sargent County, as the Bulldogs take it on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard 26-24, 8 ties in set number 1. For Maple River, got to at least play 4. Well, for the Bulldogs, try to see if he can take this second set and put the pressure on here from the Raider perspective. Good start in the second on the way here for B set. As Hallie gets her second ace here of the contest. A service here for B set. This one to Cadoon to Bogart. That one will be pushed across by Nagowski. Maple River B set. Hanig right-handed swing for the kill. As Hanig able to get her first kill of the contest as Maple River with a good start here in set number 2. As it's Sargent County again up 1-0. As this will be able to get across by Kaloran. Tip on the way from Scarlett Satcham, covered there by Cadoon. Now Dang getting up and Dang putting it down. Dang gets her 4th kill. As the serve will be upcoming here for Sargent County. As Dakota Stroh to the service line. This will be a service error for the Bulldogs. Their 3rd. Earlier today, for those of you that are just joining us, Weimar Lidgewood defeated Barnes County North in straight sets. Maya Kackman with a match-high 11 kills for the Warbirds. And there's another ace for Maple River here in set number 2. As they lead it now 4-1. As this one will be with Lila Richmond. 4th different Maple River Raider that has an ace here early on this match. Richmond again, Wilprecht, Bulldogs with Cadoon. Able to get that one across. B set up Hanig, right-handed swing, and he throwing it down. Hanig quickly in that middle spot, 2 kills here in the set. It's now 5-1. Still 2 more matches to come here tonight on yourliveevent.com from Foreman. Richmond with the ace. Lila with her 2nd, and a quick timeout here for Coach Anderson and the Bulldogs. Raiders lead it by 5, and a nice response here to open up set number 2.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
High school volleyball here today on yourliveevent.com. Still to come, we'll get to Hankinson and Oaks following the conclusion of this match. Again, 25 minutes in between matches. Once the first match ahead of it's done, team shake, 25 minutes goes on the clock, and it starts ticking down to the opening serve of the next match. Then you have Richland and Enderlin to finish the nightcap off here this evening in Foreman. As the serve will be on the way here for Richmond. Lila Richmond into the back. Was it deflected? It was not touched there by Whitney Maher, or Mar. Otherwise, that one would have been another ace. Instead, it's a service error. The 4th by the Raiders. It's 6-2. Wilprecht into the middle. Kaloran will play this one. Satcham outside. Hannig, free ball over on the 3rd. As Bogart with the attack. B set to Kaloran with the bump. Here comes Satcham with the tip. Back left corner, covered nicely. Into the middle, right-handed swing into the net. There by Lucy. 7-2 as the Raiders will get the side-out opportunity. Kaloran will check out. Service on the way. Here will be upcoming for Claire Holland. Holland with the serve to the middle, as this one will be helped out by the Bulldogs, but eventually the point comes up here at 8-2 for Maple River. As for Maple River and Sargent County here, the Raiders playing their 29th match of the season. Bulldogs, this is match number 31. Sargent County push over. B set, Satcham, right-handed swing off the top of the double. Helped by Bogart, Cadoon to Bogart. This one going to be blocked on the way by Satcham. So Sophia gets her 2nd block of the match. It's now 9-2 here for the Raiders. And as we said, going into the 2nd set, a really good response from Maple River's point of view after Sargent County had 5 straight points to close out the first in comeback fashion. And another kill here by Satcham. She's got her 9th. One thing here, if you're Maple River, you want to push this one over the edge. It's such a lead and a separation where the Bulldogs can't come back. Well, if you're Sargent County, looking for a quick side out here by Cadoon. And this one will be out of play. It's 11-2. As the serve will be with Holland upcoming for the Raiders. It's Claire. the seniors this season for Coach Spear. Into the tight spot. Satcham, B set. Sophia throwing this one off the single block. Wilprecht able to help it out. Bogart outside Canoe. Little power tip down the line. This one will just miss the stripe. And another quick timeout by Coach Anderson. She'll burn her second here in set number 2. We'll break as well. All Maple River here in the second. Up by 10 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As we come back here, service there on Maple River. That'll be their 5th after the timeout, but Maple River again sees that a 9-point lead. Sargent County will give it right back, however. As this one will be a service error for the Bulldogs. It'll be their 4th. It's now 13-3. Service here on the way will be for the Raiders. Kadoon will see this across the net. Maple River here with Scarlett Satcham. Free ball across them by Ava Lark. Good job by Wilprecht, but it sets up right off the shoulder blade. Bulldogs put it across after the attempt by Satcham. This one coming for Sophia yet again for the kill. Sophia Satcham won't be denied. It's 14-3. That one off the shoulder blade. That's going to leave a black and blue mark. Service, ace on the way for Scarlett. Scarlett Satcham with her 3rd ace in the match. Service, one more time here for Scarlett. Gets another one. And Scarlett now gets her 4th ace of the contest. She'll have one more chance. As this one able to go to Kadoon, eventually over by Yago. Maple River middle right-handed swing tight. And this one will be a point here for Sargent County. They might call a jump as that might have been a misinadvertent whistle here. So we'll see what the officials talk about it here at the headstand at 16-3 right now in this second set here for the Raiders. Raiders got out to a 6-1, and they'll say we're going to jump this one up. And a replay will be upcoming as the serve will continue here with Scarlett Satcham. Raiders with 9 aces so far here, and they've had 5 of them in this second set. Kadoon able to get this one across eventually for the Bulldogs with Yago. Misplay. And it's now 16-4. So if you're Sargent County, Kadoon at the service line, and if you're talking about serves, someone that can go on a run, go on a roll here from the service line from the Bulldog perspective. Kadoon just across the ribbon. Satcham with the dig. This one set near side and eventually gets the points. On the way is Ava Lark for the kill. Give Scarlett Satcham on the way the assist. 17-14 Raiders lead by a baker's dozen on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And Sophia Satcham with 10 kills to serve. Wilprecht to Kadoon. Nagowski with a pushover on the 3rd. Richmond, as this will be back set by Overland. As this one able to get across by Lark. Kadoon dump opportunity. Satcham covers. Overland. Richmond, right-handed swing block. Richmond will play it again, but They're going to say that it was 4. It never went across, just hit the net. So that'll be 4-point here for Sargent County. Bulldogs to serve as this will be with Lucy. Marr to the service line, into the back. Satcham's going to play this one to Killorn with the bump. A free ball over on the third. Bulldogs will handle it here as they see it with Bogart to the middle. Dang! Maple River fans asking that Dang came across the net, but they're going to give this one for the kill here for Sargent County. As Dang gets her 5th, it's now 17-6. Just off the net with Richmond. Overland pushes it across. Nagowski on the second, push back left corner. Sargent County will handle it here. Kadoon pushing it just off the top. Killorn. Here comes Sophia Satcham, and that's going to be a kill. She'll have her 11th. And more importantly, from the Raider perspective, they get the side out up by 12. Service here on the way for the libero with Killorn. As Killorn sees this one to Kadoon. Bulldogs near side, right-handed swing cross court. That will be in for the kill. Yago earns the kill. It's now 18-7, but they're going to say it was out of play, so negate the Yago kill and make it 19-6. So head official says Sot just a little bit better. That one off the top of the rhythm once and twice and falls on the Maple River side. It's 19-7. Service on the way for Sargent County with Whitney. As Marr with the serve. A little change up to Richmond. Overland set. Here goes Hanig one-on-one. Kadoon will keep this one alive. Bogart outside. Nagowski going to see this blocked. And a good one with Lark. He had Hanig as well out there. And the Raiders 5 points away from tying this one up at 1 set apiece as B set hence the service line. B set, Wilprecht. No one's going to help it out. It's 21-7. Well, sometimes if you're going to lose in volleyball, just put everything in one set, flush it out of your system, and move forward. That's what Sargent County will be trying to do here in the second. Bulldogs, Nagowski. This one off of Killorn. That'll go into the student section here. As Nagowski, the lefty, earns a kill. It's 21-8. Bulldogs will come on now here with Dakota Stroh, who finished off the first set on a flurry with an exclamation point ace to give the Bulldogs that 26-24 advantage as Richmond misses the back line here. It's 21-9 now for the Raiders. As the 5'5" junior Stroh continues to serve. Satcham to B set. Here goes Hanig using the side of Dang's right hand on the little tip and down for the point. As Hanig gets her third kill, all in this second set. It's 22-9 Maple River. Service on the way for Richmond. This one knuckles across. Dumped by Bogart. B set near side. Here comes Satcham, right-handed swing and put another one down. That'll be her 12th kill. 23-9 Maple River out in front as you'll handle it now with Lila Richmond. Richmond serves this one for the 4th service there for the Raiders here in set number 2. As now it goes to Wilprecht here. Wilprecht with the serve back left corner to Richmond. B set to Hanig off of Kadoon for the kill. Hanig's been a difference maker here in set number 2 with 4 kills, and it's a set point for Maple River. 24-10 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as Holland will come on and serve for the Raiders. As this will be for the set point again. Holland into the middle. As this one goes to Bogart, outside Kadoon, right-handed swing. Nice dig in the back from Richmond. Satcham cross court in, and that'll do it here in set number 2. Maple River ties things up at 1 set apiece with a 25-10 second set as we head to our set recap around the corner next here in 4 minutes.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
High school volleyball today here on YourLiveEvent.com. In Foreman, set number 2 goes to Maple River, 25-10. There were 0 ties in the second set. Raiders got up 6-1 and eventually went on to a nice, easy win in set number 2. Hanig with 4 kills. Sophia Satcham's got 13, and so far the aces have piled up for the Raiders as they have 9 compared to 7 service errors, however. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, Dang leads the way with 5 kills. Cadoon has 4. You see Cadoon with 2 aces. Dakota Stroh has 1 ace, 3 total for the Bulldogs, and they have 4 service errors. Still to come, a little bit later on tonight, Hankinson and Oaks, and then you'll get to Richland and Enderlin in our nightcap. If you're just joining us, Weimar Lidgewood with a straight sweep over Barnes County North. Maya Kackman with 11 kills to lead the floor for the Warbirds as they will play in the semis. Barnes County North will play an elimination game to start our coverage off tomorrow at 3 o'clock. As Sargent County on the left side of your screen in those dark blue uniforms, the white numerals outlined in gray, Bulldogs across the front. While for the Maple River Raiders out in the white uniforms with the blue numerals and lettering outlined in red here for the Raiders. Service on the way for Cadoon, and she will start things off here in set number 3. Cadoon with a service error. That'll be the 5th here for Sargent County, and Maple River takes a start and an advantage here as B-Set will head to the service line. 4 or 5 points from the service line here, particularly in aces that can go a long way, and B-Set gets one here to start things off in the 3rd set. She's got 3 here for Hallie. 2-0 for the Raiders out in front as B-Set will continue to serve here. As this one will go back right corner to Wilprecht. Bogart with the set to Cadoon, pushed across. Kaloran helps it out. B-Set to Scarlett Satcham for the kill. Scarlett going cross court for the kill as it's a 3-0 lead now for the Raiders. So good spot on the way for Maple River here, and very reminiscent to what we saw to begin set number 2. B-Set flutters this one across. Nagowski will get it right back over. Raiders B-Set near side Richmond. Sees this double blocked as this one comes into the middle here for the Bulldogs in Lucy. As Marr is able to earn the block, it's now 3-1. And the service on the way for Sargent County here with Lucy. As Marr will come on, this one will be played by Richmond. Kaloran will see it. Satcham free ball over on the 3rd. Bulldogs with the set. This one free balled by Cadoon. Kaloran helps it out to B-Set. Into the back goes Sophia Satcham for the kill. 14 here kills for Sophia Satcham. And what is becoming a day 1 high here in the kill category. Still with 2 more matches to go, however. Richmond, Cadoon We'll see this, able to get this one across for the Bulldogs. B-set middle. Here goes Hennig. Good block by Dang. B-set helps it out. Colorn with the attack, unable to get it across the net. It's 4-2. And Dang, again, just with that frame at 6'3", can cover a lot of territory. Be tough for opposing hitters. Service on the way for Sargent County as Whitney to the service line. This one in the middle. Colorn will play with B-set. Near side, here comes Satrom for the kill. She had 8 in the first, 5 in the second, and now 2 here early on in the third. 15 here for Sophia Satrom. It's 5-2. As Holland to the service line. To the back right corner to Cadoon. Bogart set middle. Here goes Dang. Little roll shot covered by B-set. Bumped on the way by Richmond. Satrom across. Cadoon tight. Dang sees it blocked. Sophia Satrom for the point. It's 6-2 Raiders, and another point or two might force Coach Jenna Anderson to burn an early timeout here in the set. As Holland to Cadoon. As the Bulldogs, Cadoon pushes it across back left corner. B-set. Here goes Scarlett Satchel. Wilprecht is there. Bogart middle. Tight. Dang across. This one off the ribbon, but coming up underneath. Here is Maple River and Claire Irie underneath the net as it's now 6-3. As we'll see the substitution as Kaloran will check back into the contest now here for the Raiders. As for Sargent County, they have Dakota Strode to the service line, and this will be a service error, or second of the set. Bulldogs drawn it by 4 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes and you on this Thursday afternoon. Get ready for Halloween tomorrow here in Foreman. Cadoon hits this one out of play. It's now 8-3. As the Raiders to the service line here with Scarlett Satchel. Satchel flutters this one across, and it's a service error for the Raiders. It'll be their 8th. As a serve will be upcoming here with Wilprecht. Wilprecht into the back, and another service error for the Bulldogs. As the Raiders will take the point. As the serve will be on the way for Satchel. Satchel in the back right corner. Bulldogs will handle it as this one will be across. Now attempts for Sophia Satchel for another kill. Timeout on the floor will break as well on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River leads it by 6 here in Foreman.
Welcome to the city of Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity. Here, you don't just find a house, you find a quality of life. Safe neighborhoods, affordable living, and a community that treats your family like their own. Build your dream home with lots starting at an attractive price and enjoy homeowner incentives and grant funds to help make it yours. Come live, work, and thrive in Hillsboro, where you don't just live, you belong.
High school volleyball today here on YourLiveEvent.com from 4 minutes 10-4 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River out in front. Sargent County won the first set 26-24. Raiders took the second 25-10. And here in the third, as they did in the first, a really good start from the Raider perspective. First time out for Coach Anderson and the Bulldogs. Service on the way for Sophia Satchel. That one goes into the back right. Bogart with the set outside. Here comes Cadoon off the ribbon. Covered by Richmond. Joust one by Cadoon, but a great sprawn attempt across by Lark. Cadoon with the push. This will be tight. Irie to Richmond. Wilprecht. Bogart. Cadoon off the bottom of the hand. Now it's a chance for Sophia Satchel out of play. Long rally goes towards Sargent County. As the Bulldogs make their way to the service line, and Sargent County will also come on with Iago to play the front row. Service here for Mallory Bogart. As Bogart will come on the back right corner, Richmond. Raiders will see this here in the back, over. Wilprecht helps it out. Sargent County with a nice tip. As this will come to the middle, free ball over on the third. Bulldogs see it to the outside. Cadoon with the punch and the point. Sometimes you can just punch at a volleyball to get it over. That's what Cadoon did there. Back-to-back points on the way. It's 10-6. Cody Malk in attendance. They're going to be cheering on, obviously, the Hankinson Pirates with some family members coming up a little bit later on. As Maple River, free ball over on the third. Wilprecht will see it here. Sargent County outside. Cadoon, right-handed swing, and she puts the ball down. Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a bye this week. It's 10-7. Service on the way here for the Bulldogs with Mallory Bogart will continue. Kaloran, Overland, Richmond free ball over the third. Wilprecht will play this one to the outside. Eventually, Cadoon, was it touched? It was not out of play. It's 11-7. Maple River has led throughout here in this third set. Service for Kaloran. Cadoon to Bogart with the bump. Outside Yago over on the third. Maple River set near side. Here goes Richmond cross court. Play to Cadoon. Cadoon will come up, right-handed swing, and puts it down. That could be the shot in the arm from a Bulldog perspective here. Cadoon with her 7th kill. It's 11-8. Last year, Carly Cadoon and Valley Richmond put on a show in the District 1 Girls Basketball Championship. And Valley City last season. Is this going to be an ace? Cadoon with her 3rd. That's now 11-9. As those two teams look to be back on top of the region here again, or at least their respective districts here this season when it comes to hoops here. Service for Cadoon into the back left corner. This will be off the ribbon, but the Raiders unable to play it. It's now 11-10. So 3 straight points for Sargent County as they look to have their first tie and potentially first lead here of the third. Cadoon, back left corner, Kaloran, Overland, Hanig, free ball across, Bogart, Yago, Nagowski, out of play. So the Raiders up by 2 will head to the service line with Allie Bisset. And coming on to play in the front row will be Scarlett Satcham. Service for Bisset into the middle. Cadoon will see it here to Bogart. Set to the outside. Right-handed swing. Blocked by Hanig. Another one by Nagowski. Able to push that one over for the points. Nagowski just able to stay with it. And staying with it has allowed the Bulldogs to get back within 1 and a chance to tie at the service line yet again here with Lucy Marr. Outside right-handed swing. A little softball changeup there for Scarlett Satcham. Pushed across on the third. Raiders with Kaloran with the set. Sophia Satcham to Cadoon to the back right corner. Bogart, here goes Nagowski. As this one will be deflected, touched. Bisset from the attack line over on the second. Bogart into the back to Cadoon with the push. Bisset middle. Hanig right-handed swing off of Carly for the points. Hanig with her 5th kill here for Aaliyah, the junior middle hitter. 13-11 as the Raiders lead it by 2. Service on the way here for Lila Richmond. Richmond at the service line over the ribbon, off the shoulder blade of Cadoon, and Richmond with her 3rd ace here for the Raiders. Maple River with both timeouts remaining here in the set. Sargent County, they have 1 remaining. Richmond into the back to Wilprecht, as this one will go to Yago. Free ball over on the third. With it now for the Raiders. Where will they go? Middle, Hanig, right-handed side, Cadoon. This one back to Satcham. Nice job by Yago there. And eventually free ball into the net as Yago won that 50-50 ball on the block. It's 14-12. Especially one-on-one on Sophia Satcham. That was large from the Bulldog perspective. As they'll see it now here for Sargent County. Service across. Bisset to Satcham. And the point is down. Here off the ricochet of Dane on the block. It's 15-12. As coming into the game here for Maple River will be Holland. Also, Irie playing up front here for the Raiders for Claire. Service. Holland to the back left. Bulldogs to Dang. Sees a block all the way. Nicely done here for Scarlett Satcham. 16-12 Raiders. Lead it by 4. Holland with the serve. Flutters across. Wilprecht. Bogart. Nagowski push. B-set. Near side. Satcham winds up and Dang puts it right back on the Raiders side. 1-on-1. Dang wins that battle. It's 16-13. That'll be the sound in football on a punt getting blocked. That kind of double thud, the double hit. As we'll see it here, as that one was blocked in, and you'll see it now at 16-13, as that was going to be in. The point goes towards Sargent County here with Dakota Stroh. So Stroh to the service line, as that will be into the middle. Back set. Here's a right-handed swing by Scarlett Satcham for the kill. Scarlett with her second kill. It's 17-13. Raiders here up by 4, as they will come into Ava Lark to play back in the front row, as B-set will check out. Service on the way here for Scarlett. Satcham with the knuckler off the net, and she gets the ace. Scarlett Satcham has 5 aces here tonight and a timeout on the floor. 18-13 Raiders here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 18-13 as we see it here in Foreman, as the winner of this gets up 2-1 and then has a chance to close out the respective opposition in the fourth set. You lose this, not done, but you'd have to win set 4 and set 5 to come back and try to get to the semifinals tomorrow. As teams continue to file in here with 2 more matches yet to go. After 25 minutes after this one wraps up, we'll get to Hankinson and Oaks, and then later on it will be Richland and Enderlin in our nightcap. Scarlett Satcham with the serve to Wilprecht. Bogart to Cadoon, pushing this one across. Sophia Satcham. This one goes to Scarlett, back to Sophia. Pushed by Bogart. As now Satcham right-handed swing off a Dang for the points. 19-13 Raiders, as they will head to the service line here for Scarlett. As Scarlett Satcham into the back. Bogart to Cadoon. And this one will go out of play at 20-13 now for Maple River. Raiders up by 7 late here in set number 3. Down the line to Cadoon. Cadoon will come back, right-handed swing. That one's going to be a block on the way. Let's give that one to Maple River's Ava Lark. She earns the block. It's 21-13. As the serve here for the Raiders will be with Scarlett Satcham. As Satcham just over the ribbon, dug out on the way there by Whitney, and then Dang with the free ball on the third. Scarlett sets. This one will be right-handed swing by Irie. Bogart to Cadoon. Right-handed swing, sees it blocked. And Lark again on the outside one more time. With her and Irie. We talked about the service line, but how about the blocks here for the Raiders in the last couple of points? Back within 9, or make that lead up to 9, excuse me, here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Dang gets this one across. Kalorn with the bump. Here comes Satcham up and just across. Cadoon, free ball over by Wilprecht on the third. Richmond. Raiders will see it now to Lark. There's going to be blocked by Carly. As Kadoon able to earn the block at 22-14. Service for Wilprecht. Into the middle, Kaloran. That's going to be an ace. As Charlie will earn the ace on the way. Back within 7, Sargent County. Wilprecht yet again, but this one will be a service there for the Bulldogs. 4 in this set, 8 in the match, and that is the difference right now, and 2 points away for the Raiders to take set number 3. Sophia Santrum with the match-high 18 kills to service line to Kadoon to Bogart. Dump opportunity. Richmond is there. Overland. And then just Santrum and Richmond on who is going to go essentially grab that point. Point will go towards Sargent County here. It's 23-16. Sargent County now with Mallory Bogart to the service line as the Bulldogs here with Iago will come on and play the front. Fans continue to file on in here tonight in Foreman. Santrum near side, Richmond, right-handed swing, cross court, Kadoon is there. Sargent County back to Kadoon. This one no touch out of play, and we'll see a set point on the way for Maple River. The Raiders trying to get up 2-1 in the third as they will handle it now with Kaloran. Kaloran just off the ribbon, and it's an ace, and Abby becomes the 5th different Raider with an ace here tonight. Set number 3 goes to the Raiders, 25-16. Our set recap is next here in Foreman.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire. Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
High school volleyball here on YourLiveEvent.com as we get to a set recap. Maple River takes the third set 25-16 here of the Sargent County Bulldogs. They grab the second set 25-10. Sargent County 26-24 in set number 1. So far, a difference in this particular volleyball match has been the service line. 13 aces to 8 service errors for Maple River. Sargent County with 5 aces to 8 service errors. Raiders led by the 18 kills of Sophia Santrum, while for Sargent County led by the 7 kills of Carly Kadoon. As we go to the fourth, service on the way for B set. Bogart back set, here comes Kadoon. Nice dig by Kaloran, and then just can't quickly get there. Point on the way here for the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs will begin the point. And so far the theme has been if you win the first point, you've won this set. Sargent County came back and did that with 5 consecutive points to close out the first. Cadoon with the serve, Satcham to B set near side. Here goes Scarlett, blocked, and eventually the block here for the Bulldogs with Marr. Lucy with her second. And now it goes back to Cadoon to the service line. As Cadoon into the middle to Kaloran. B set to Kaloran with the point and kill. Good back row attack on the way for Kaloran. She gets her first kill of the contest. 2-1 as the Bulldogs set to receive this serve here from Lila Richmond. Richmond, back right corner to Wilprecht. Sargent County to the outside, left-handed swing. As this one by Lila will go to Sophia Satcham in for the points. So Sophia Satcham with her 19th kill. We're tied at 2 apiece. On that last set, there were 0 ties. This is her first tie since it was 24-all in set number 1. Our 9th of the match. Service here for Richmond to the back to Wilprecht. Bulldogs will see it free ball over on the third by Yago. Maple River, middle, Hannig, tip, good spot, just missing run in front of the Bulldog bench. And Sargent County will take the lead here at 3-2. Minnesota section football continues at the Fargnome for the remainder of tonight. Fertile Beltrami against Foston in a 9-person section championship, as this is going to be 8 points on the way for Sargent County, 4-2. Then the section 8A title, Mahnomen-Waban against Red Lake County, as Lucy Marr makes it a 2-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Marr into the back, service here. Will be the 9th here for Sargent County. It's 4-3. That was the serve upcoming for the Raiders here with Claire Holland. You win this one or you lose, your season doesn't continue and it doesn't end. Your season would end, though, if you lose 2 here back-to-back days tomorrow. As this will be pushed across, covered by Holland. B set near side. Satcham getting up. Wilprecht. This one goes off the light fixture of Bogart to Cadoon with the push. Holland to B set with the bump. Satcham right-handed swing. Cadoon there with the dig to keep it up. Bogart back to Cadoon with the push over. B set to Richmond. Satcham with the swing out of play, and this will be a point towards the Bulldogs. Here at 5-3. Day 1 is of a tournament, again, kind of moving day. Where are you moving towards? Going towards the state or the region qualifiers, or are you going towards a potential district championship? As this will go to Kaloran, into the back is Wilprecht. Bogart set, here goes Dang, middle, Kaloran keeps it up, now to Richmond. And Kaloran free ball across on the third, Cadoon to Bogart, Dang, another chance. Kaloran with a great dig in the back, Satcham with the tip, but they might call a lift, and they do. 6-3. As the Bulldogs dumbing up the Raiders here in a gotta have it set number 4 from a Bulldog perspective. Whitney Marr to serve. B set middle. This one able to get pushed across by Irie. Bulldogs at the attack line. Cadoon off the ribbon. Sophia Satcham plays it to Richmond. Back to Sophia. Can't get that one across. It's now 7-3 Bulldogs. Bulldogs starting to separate a little bit here in the fourth. We see our first 5-setter of the day is the question. Kaloran into the back to B set. Nagowski, and we're going to see this one be a violation on Nagowski going across the net. It's now 7-4. It was a 4-setter in the play-in match between Barnes County North and Tri-State. A sweep of Wymere Lidgerwood of Barnes County North, and now this one at least going for middle. Dang, this one off the side, and eventually Maple River gets it across with Kaloran. Bogart, dump. Punch there by Satcham. Irie to Satcham across, now to Cadoon. Bulldogs outside. Nagowski off the side of the block. As we see it here, back set. Right-handed swing by Ava Lark. Kept alive. This one off the ribbon a couple of times in 4. Now it's 7-5. Set number 1 went to Sargent County. 26-24. Set 2 went to Maple River, 25-10. Set 3 to Maple River, 25-16. Service. Cadoon will see this. Dang middle, gets it across. Lark helps it out. Satcham. Richmond free ball over on the third. Chance for the Bulldogs to use it. Bogart middle. Here goes Dang. There's a thud and a block. Bogart able to get it across on the second. Maple River with Kaloran near side. Satcham sees it off of Dang. Was it touched or not? The question is, they're going to say no, it was not. So no touch off of Dang makes it now 8-5 in favor of Sargent County. As the Bulldogs will make their way to the service line, as we'll see it here into the middle. Kaloran, this one. Kaloran with it across the net to the back right corner. Sargent County outside. Here goes Cadoon, tipped, tight. Dang in the middle, puts the ball down. And the Bulldogs lead it by 5 here at 9-5. Service for Sargent County here with Dakota Stroh. Satcham, free ball for Kaloran, back right corner to Cadoon. Bulldogs middle, Dang block, Cadoon plays this one. Bogart outside, Cadoon push over on the third. Maple River, punch with the left hand and the side out for Claire Irie. That'll be her third kill. 9-6. Playoff football tomorrow on yourliveevent.com. Watford City at Kindred. That'll be at 6 in the AA quarters. Then audio only, Central Cass Bismarck St. Mary's at 7 in Castleton. Cadoon over the double. That'll be a kill here for Sargent County. Carly Cadoon's got her 9th kill. It's 10-6. Just kind of feel like some life has been put into the Sargent County bench here in the fourth set. Playing with a little sense of urgency. Down by a set. Near side Richmond, right-handed swing over the double. Was it deflected? It was not. No touch. They were asking for a touch. I'm going to say nothing granted. It's now 11-6. So the Bulldogs will take it here with Wilprecht to serve. And this will go to the back to Sophia Satcham. Overland able to get it across on the second. Bogart into the middle, right-handed swing. Satcham plays it up. Kaloran. Satcham free ball over on the third. Wilprecht. Bogart outside. Cadoon! How do you do? She's got her 10th. And a timeout on the floor will break as well. The Bulldogs doubling up the Raiders here in the fourth set. 12-6 here in Foreman.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Make sure you stay tuned with us, whether it's after 4 sets or after 5. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest, and from there, we also hear from a victorious member of the winning team. Then we'll get you ready for our modified pregame show coming up between Oaks and alongside with them, the Hankinson Pirates. 12-6 here on yourliveevent.com. A pleasant, good Thursday, well, I suppose rolling into the evening now, late afternoon, early evening. I'm Chase Miller. Alongside here with me is Joey Hughes. Service on the way for Wilprecht. Wilprecht with the serve into the middle goes Kaloran. Overland set. This one tipped by Irie. Helping it out, but can't get there quick enough as Irie's going to take the point. It's now 12-7. So after the timeout here for Maple River and Coach Spear, Raiders get the set out and they'll have the serve on the way with Kaloran. One floats across. Wilprecht helps it out to the outside is Cadoon into the back. Overland with the set near side. Richmond right-handed swing. That goes to Cadoon. Helped out here from Sargent County, but out of play for the attempt by Whitney. It's now 12-8. Service for Kaloran. As Kaloran goes into the middle to Wilprecht. This will be tight. Up and over here for the Bulldogs. Where do the Raiders go? They'll go to Lark. Gets that one across on the third. Sargent County, free ball. Maple River Overland set. Hanig with it. Bulldogs help it out with Whitney. Free ball across then by Wrangler. Hanig to Cadoon. Bogart back to Carly. Tip. This one off the ribbon, off the net, and pushed over by Hanig. Cadoon sets up. Now goes Bogart off the top of the block. Set. Killorn back row attack to Wilprecht. Bulldogs outside Cadoon. Tries to put it down in for the points. And they're going to say there was a lift, so it negates the kill from Carly. Instead of a 13-8 contest, it's 12-9. The Bulldogs see that 6-point deficit trimmed down to 3. Well, that 6-point lead, that is, trimmed down to 3. As the serve will be here with Killorn. Killorn into the middle, gets the ace. Her second. Back within 2 are the Raiders. As Killorn, back left corner to Wilprecht. Sargent County outside. Cadoon steps up, winds, and delivers. Her 11th kill, 13-10. As the Bulldogs and the Raiders try to find a way to navigate to the first Monday of November. Whether you're playing in a qualifier or the district championship, you have chance for life to get to Jamestown on November the 10th as Richmond hits this into the net. 13-11 service here for the Bulldogs. Make it 14-10. Service here for the Bulldogs will continue. Overland, Hanig right-handed swing. This one right towards the head officials table as the Bulldogs get this one over on the third by Wrangler. Here comes Richmond. Now it's going to be Cadoon. Free ball on the third. Killorn, Overland set. Lark right-handed swing. Cadoon with the block for the points. Cadoon and the Bulldogs see this now at 15-10. As Sargent County on to serve. As they'll handle it here with Mallory Bogart in the back. Lark pushed across back right corner. Bogart to Cadoon into the net. And a sat out here for Maple River. Gets them into a substitution with Hallie Bisset. Also coming back will be Scarlett Sandstrom for the Raiders. As Bisset to the service line for Maple River. Wilprecht. That eventually will be an ace here for the Raiders. Bisset with her 4th ace of the evening. It's 15-12. Bisset, back right corner. Wilprecht will play it. Cadoon set. Yago with a free ball over on the third. Hallie, middle. Hanig, right-handed swing. This one, nice dig by Whitney as Cadoon will push this one across. Killorn, near side Richmond, right-handed attack. Marr with the dig. Outside Cadoon, a little power tip. Killorn is there. Hanig. We'll see this out of play. 16-12. It's the 4-5 matchup, and it's lived up to it. And a good volleyball match here in 80 minutes so far from the opening service here for Cadoon. Cadoon, ace. As Cadoon gets her 4th. 17-12. That one shot out of a cannon. Number 2, like a big break. 12-6. Just all of a sudden went down. Cadoon hits this one in and off the side of the net. 10th service there for the Bulldogs in the match. Their 2nd of the set. Makes it 17-13. Sargent County out in front. Service on the way here for Richmond. Lila Richmond with the running jump serve to Cadoon. Bogart set outside. Nagowski over the double. Killorn is there. Bisset near side. Here comes Sandstrom up and over to Wilprecht. Bogart. This one pushed by Nagowski. Bisset middle. Hanig push back right corner to Cadoon. Bogart to the middle right-handed swing. Richmond helps it out with Sandstrom. Hanig free ball just over to Nagowski. Bogart over on the second to Bisset. Bump by Kaloran. Here comes Sophia Satcham over the double to Cadoon. Bogart outside. Nagowski with the swing. One of the longer volleys of the match towards the Raiders. It's 17-14. Our fans waiting for the next one with Hankinson and Oaks. Looking closer to maybe a 6:30, 6:45 first start, particularly if we go to the fifth. Bogart outside, now the middle, excuse me, and this is eventually down for the kill. Lucy Marr for her third. Bulldogs lead it here at 18-14. Service here for Lucy, and a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well. 18-14, Bulldogs out in front.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, it's a 18-14 advantage time on the floor here for the Maple River Raiders on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's an 18-14 again lead here for the Bulldogs. Also checking into some live score action here tonight on yourliveevent.com. How about Kitson County Central and Stephen Argyle Central? That was a whale of a football game. And still to come here tonight, Ferto Beltrami and the Foston Greyhounds. Right now, all Ferto Beltrami in that section title here from the Fargodome, also on yourliveevent.com. And still one more a little bit later on to get to tonight from the Dome. B set. Here comes Kaloran back left corner. This one tipped across. Tight. Hanig over. We'll see it now for Dang. Back right to Richmond. B set. Here's a right-handed swing. Scarlett Satcham off the deflection of a Bulldog gets the kill. So Scarlett earns her third, and that's the margin right now. Got to have it set from a Bulldog perspective. Can the Raiders come back here in the fourth and put this one to rest? When we get to our evening portion of the quarters. Holland with the serve. That'll go to Cadoon. Bogart back set. Nagowski cross court into the Raider bench. Also, Maple River out of timeouts here in the fourth. Sargent County has both if needed for Coach Anderson. Holland with the serve. Wilprecht, Bogart. This one going to see a block. Cadoon is there after the attempt there by Yago. Now it goes to Dang for the kill. She has her sixth. 19-16. On the way. Service here for Sargent County with Whitney. Marr with the serve as Richmond. B set near side. Satcham right-handed swing. Was there a deflection? Lerna asked to see if there was any touch. There was no touch. The Raider fans were looking for one. It's now 20-16. Point here for the Bulldogs as they will take it with Whitney Marr as well. As a serve will be here with Whitney. Back left corner to Kaloran. B set to the outside. Right-handed swing by Scarlett Satcham is out of play. Going for that line-to-line shot, nothing granted. No touch, it's 21-16 here for the Bulldogs. 4 points away from pushing this one to set number 5. Service continues for Whitney Marr. B set, middle, Irie, push. Nagowski is there. Bogart outside. Make that middle to Dang. Now to Kaloran. B set, Kaloran back row attack to Cadoon back right corner. Bulldogs, Nagowski free ball over on the third. Maple River set near side. Sophia Satcham. This one kept alive by Whitney, and Cadoon pushes it across. Maple River, B set. We'll see it into Scarlett Satcham into the net. It's 22-16. 4 consecutive points for the Bulldogs as they lead it now by 6. Service for Whitney. Marr going to go short. 11 service error. It's 22-17. As we'll see, checking in will be Ava Lark. As checking out will be Hallie B. Set service on the way for the Raiders. Cadoon, Wilprecht. Nagowski, free ball across. Kolorin, Scarlett Satcham, Dang, sets it, and eventually puts it away. That was set up on a plotter here for Dang. She's got 7 kills, 23-17. As we'll see the serve upcoming for the Bulldogs here with Dakota Stroh. Stroh, back right corner, that'll go to Richmond. Maple River, right-handed swing. That'll be by Satcham, tight off the ribbon. This one out of play. As we'll see it 23-18. Serve here for Maple River with Sophia Satcham. She does have 1 ace tonight. In the middle, Bulldogs. Dang, free ball across. Richmond. Overland with the set. Here comes Irie. Wilprecht will play it now. Bulldogs set outside Kadoon. Get up and get down. Kadoon's got her 12th, and it will be a set point here for the Bulldogs. Wilprecht to the service line to try to get this one to 5. Wilprecht into the middle. Maple River. Overland. Kolorin back row off the top. Wilprecht plays it to Whitney. And Kadoon hits this one to the top of the net. Maple River still with life here in the 4th set. As they will need a good run from the service line for Kolorin. And this will help for an ace. So Kolorin gets the ace. That'll be her 3rd. That's 24-20. Service here in set number 4 for Kolorin. As Kolorin to the back right, Marr will see this one. Bulldogs with Kadoon up and over on the 3rd. Overland set. Sophia Satcham back row attack. Marr keeps it up. Bogart now to Kadoon off her back left heel. Satcham with the dig. Overland set near side. Richmond right-handed swing. Kept alive there for the Bulldogs. Middle coming Kadoon for the kill. We're heading to 5 here in Foreman. 25-20. Bulldogs tie this puppy up at 2 sets apiece on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgriPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Well, our first 5-setter here of the District 1 volleyball tournament. Winner, one step closer to regionals in Jamestown. Loser with their backs to the wall in a elimination game tomorrow against Barnes County North in a match that started at 4:27 as we're over an hour and a half old here today in Foreman. We still got 2 more matches to go for crying out loud after this. As coming up around the corner, Hankinson will go up against Oaks. Hankinson 1-4 against Oaks back in September on the 16th, and then Richland will go up against Enderlin. Richland swept the Enderlin Eagles earlier this season, so we still got 2 more matches yet to go tonight as well. As the winner of this goes into tomorrow knowing that they will be here on Monday. The loser will have to win to get to Monday and eventually play in a region qualifier. Got to win 2 before you lose 2. That's the name of the game for the district tournament, whether it's volleyball or basketball. As Cadoon to the service line, 25-20 in the 4th set. Bulldogs won the first 26-24. Maple River won the second 25-10, and the third 25-16. Service for Cadoon to begin the 5th. This will be a service error. Maple River takes the point in the 5th. As B-set onto the service line. Up to 15, win by 2, rally scoring here in the 5th. Nagowski over the double, no touch, out of play. That's the Raiders with the first 2 points on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As B-set with the serve, back left corner to Cadoon. Bogart set middle, right-handed swing, kept alive here by Satcham, dumped across by Hanig for the points. After the attempts there by Lucy, 3 straight points for the Raiders. B-set, back right corner to Wilprecht. Bogart, that's one able to get over from Marr. B-set, middle, Hanig, right-handed swing and kill. As Hanig will force a timeout here for the Bulldogs. Coach Anderson wants to take a break. We'll take one with him here in the 5th.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school volleyball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's a 4-point lead here for the Raiders. Still work to do, but a good start from a Maple River perspective. B set to serve. Nagowski, Bogart, Nagowski left-handed swing. Sophia Santrum with the dig. B set near side. Richmond gets up over the double. Cadoon to Bogart, outside Nagowski with the push. Richmond, B set tight at the net, into the middle. Hanig for another kill. Hanig coming alive in this set. She's got 3 kills in the 5th. 5-0, give the assist to Hallie B set. Into the back goes Cadoon. Bogart with the back bump, tight. It's now a 6-0 lead. Maple River started in a flurry on both the first and the second and the third set, and trying to do it here in the 5th. Outside, Nagowski, left-handed swing, Kaloran, and eventually the Bulldogs are on the board here in the 5th. Now it's Sargent County trying to see if they can get something brewing here as the ever-dangerous Dang comes on and plays the front. Service here for the Bulldogs. This one goes to Richmond. B set near side as Sophia Satrum make that scarlet. Satrum earns the kill, her 4th. 7-1 service on the way here for Lila Richmond. As Richmond heads to the service line. This one into the net. First service error of the 5th here for Maple River, their 9th of the match. Maple River just about at the halfway point. Bulldogs trying to see if they can get 3-4 points in a row here from Whitney Marr and get back into this thing. Down by 5 here in the 5th. B set to Satrum, but missing down the line in front of the Bulldog bench. Bulldogs will take it back within 4. As a senior at 5'6" Marr to the service line. That comes to the middle to Kaloran. B set to Hanig for a kill. Oh, Leah Hanning's got 4 kills here in the 5th. It's 8-3. Those are some big points on the way for the junior there in Hannig. She will sub out. Holland will sub in and serve. Wilprecht, Bogart, Nagowski with the push. Sophia Satrom to B-set near side. Sophia Satrom for the kill. She's got 20. 9-3 service on the way for Holland as the Raiders lead it by 6. Holland with the serve into the middle. Bulldogs will see it now to Kadoon. Into the back is Richmond. B set near side. Sophia Satrom into the back to Wilprecht. Bogart, middle, Dang up and over Richmond. B set hustles after this one. Holland just can't get it over on the 3rd. Bulldogs get the side out as Nagowski will check out of the contest as Dakota Stroh will come in. She got 5 consecutive points to finish off the first and finished it with an ace, so she will come on to serve. B set, Satrom, kill. Hallie, another assist. It's 10-4 Raiders. As B set will check out, coming in here for Maple River will be Ava Lark's service for Scarlett Satrom. Kadoon now will play up front with Dang here for the Bulldogs. Service, nearly an ace. It is a point here for Maple River and a timeout for Coach Jenna Anderson. Timeout on the floor, 11-4, Raiders out in front.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Here today in Foreman, Barnes County North fell to Waimea Lidgerwood, the 1 seed advancing. Who's going to advance with the Warbirds here, the 4 of Maple River or the 5 of the Bulldogs? Right now it's Maple River out in front here, 11-4. The service on the way for the Raiders here with Scarlett Satrom. Satrom into the middle. Bogart, back bump on the way. Kadoon into the net. Raiders 3 points away from closing out this match. As Scarlett with the serve. This one be off of Marr. Helped out Bogart. Free ball over on the 3rd. Kaloran. Raiders middle. Irie. Wilprecht. Nice pass to Bogart. Outside Kadoon. In for the kill. She's got 13. And the Bulldogs trying to see if they can get a flurry of points here in consecutive order. As fans of our next game awaits the conclusion of this one. Wilprecht with the serve. Raiders, Satrom down for another one. 22 on the afternoon, early evening. 13-5. Raiders lead it by 8. Service on the way here for Sophia Satrom. Satrom with the running jump serve into the middle. Bulldogs will see it to the outside. Kadoon up and over. Maple River to the near side. Richmond right-handed swing. This one dug out there from Wangler. Now it goes to Kadoon. Times it up, but hits it into the net. And this will be a match point for the Raiders. 14-5. Maple River needs 1 to get to the semifinals. As a serve will be on the way. Wilprecht, Kadoon. Bogart pushing it across on the 3rd. Middle. This one is down, and it's over. The Raiders with Claire Irie with the kill as they take it in a volleyball match that goes 1 hour and 41 minutes here today in Foreman. 15-5. Maple River wins it in 5. We're back with our set recap. That is next.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
It's now time to get to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. Sophia Santrum with 22 kills here in this one, and that's a tournament high to this point, is our Enbridge Energy player of the game for the freshman from the Maple River perspective as they win it here tonight in 5. From there to our Agassiz Precision Egg play of the contest, and the play is by Aaliyah Hannig here, the junior middle hitter with 4 of her 9 kills coming in the 5th set when the Raiders needed it. Aaliyah Hannig and the 4 kills in set number 5 is our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassiz Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Our play of the game again with Aaliyah Hannig and those 4 kills in the 5th set. When we come back, we'll hear from Hallie Beeset around the corner as the Raiders are advancing to the semifinals here on your liveevent.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Hankinson is a very progressive small town that's actually, I would say, growing or thriving rather than dying.
If you have a family, this is a top-notch school system.
Hankinson's a small enough town that you feel secure.
We're able to be self-sustaining by having all of these awesome amenities.
And although Hankinson may be a small town, it has lots of things to keep you entertained or to start a new career.
Find home in Hankinson, North Dakota.
As we come back here on our post-match show, join us, one of the seniors for the Maple River Raiders, and Sophia Satrum here, in Hallie Beeset. We're going to talk about Sophia Satrum in a second. Hallie, how about the aces from your team with 16 of them, and you had them from 5 different players? What was working, Hallie, for this Raider club from the service line tonight?
Well, the last few practices, we've just been doing a lot of serving and working on hitting those seams.
Able to get this one. What was the message when Sargent County came back, won the 4th? You win in the 5th, but what was the message, Hallie, to find a way to finish one out here in a 5?
We were definitely a little nervous, but we knew we just had to push like we did in the 2nd and 3rd sets.
Able to have a really good start in that 2nd, in that 3rd, in that 5th. When you get a good start, just what does that do for a team when you can get up 2-3 points early in a set?
It really just builds that momentum because then we just want to keep that run going and not let them score, I guess. Keep them down as much as possible.
For you, Hallie, you had a buzzer beater in the Barnes County basketball tournament. What was better, the buzzer beater or here winning one in the postseason volleyball for the first time in districts, and who knows how long it's been?
Definitely here winning in districts, yeah.
Able to continue this season as well with the Warbirds. Well, let's talk about the freshman Sophia Satrum with the match high 22 kills. What was it about her play that really got going in that first set?
She's just amazing player. She can pass, she can hit, and especially when she has a great set, she's just really powerful.
For you, Hallie, let's talk about Aaliyah Hannig because she had 9 kills, but 4 of them came in the 5th set when you really needed it a little bit. You fed her a couple times in that middle. What were you seeing out there to get Aaliyah involved in the offense?
We could see that their defense was shifting over a little bit too much to where Aaliyah really likes to hit it, so then we just knew that we had to keep going there.
As you move forward to Weimar Lidger, biggest thing that you hope to carry from this game, Hallie, is what when you get here 24 hours from now against the Warbirds?
Definitely our energy and momentum and talking.
Hey, Hallie, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow evening.
Thank you.
Hallie Beeset with us. You're the senior for the Raiders. We'll continue with more around the corner here in Sargent County.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Again, your final in 5, Maple River picks up the win. 24-26, 25-10, 25-16, 20-25, and 15-5. Sophia Santrum with 22 kills, 9 by Hannig, 4 apiece for Irie and Scarlett Satcham. 16 aces to 9 service errors for the Raiders. Scarlett had 5 of them. Hallie had 4 aces. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, led by the 13 kills of Kadoon, the 7 by Dang, the 4 with Nagowski. Also for Sargent County, they had 6 aces to 12 service errors. So a winner in 5 are, again, the Raiders. 3-2, they will match up with Weimar Lidgewood tomorrow in the semis. Sargent County has a date with Barnes County North, an elimination game at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Post-game show is done. Coming up next, it's Hankinson and Oaks in our 3rd district quarterfinal round matchup around the corner here in Foreman.